Hey guys, Snipsio, and I don't know when the last video I made was, probably around a week ago. But got a couple of things to show you. Some stuff you've already seen, some stuff you haven't seen since last spring break. If you've been on my channel that long, I know I just got a couple more subscribers. But so one Panther that I had, which the pump snapped or something, so I replaced it with PVC. Kept breaking off, and some epoxy putty broke off of it, so I just kind of gutted it today, and as you can see, I've got the tank right here. Tacked onto a Hornet pump. You can see it's just pushed in there. So I'm going to pump this up a couple of times. So that was 8 pumps. It leaks a little, but yeah, it shoots. So I don't know what I'll be doing with this. I might stick it in a blaster or a shell or something. But yeah, it's that. The other day, I worked a little bit more on one of the night finders from Ryan McNumbers. This one had a PVC coupler. It's got some foam backer rod on the front of the plunger head. Seals pretty good to our rings, but I did bump that up just a little bit, and I relubricated, and I fixed up the spring and reinforced the catch. And also something that I kind of like to do with knife finders, I added dart holders in the handle. Now, it was already sanded out really well, but not enough on this side, which is where they're glued to. I can show you real quick that if I push Elite Darts all the way in there, they're still sticking out, which is good because I bite my nails. And as you can see, I'm pushing them all the way in there, and they still stick out. So yeah, that's also one of the I finder that I was gonna send to Random Stuff Reviewer 1, but as you guys know, that deal got called. The deal got called off. The trade got called off. We were both doing knife finders with RCBs and stuff, but I don't think I've made a full video on that. It's I changed a lot of stuff since it's mine. Did a bunch more personal stuff that I like to do with my knife finders, so I'll make a video on it when it's done. But I've recently added something to it, and there's still some stuff going on, but I don't want to spoil anything. So yeah, that's that. And I'm going to be firing it after I show you the Firestrike with the coupler. Now, as you can see, that one's got a, it's a, what is it? I think it's a piece of a hanger that's just hot glued in there the way I hot glued the coupler. And I'll have a separate video for this showing you exactly how I did it. That screw's not all the way in, but there's no screwdriver out here. But it does have an added spring, and I'm going to be doing a write-up on this, on how to take the plunger head off, because that's how I get my springs on and stuff. But you can kind of hear that it has another spring. Yeah, this gets a perfect seal because of how I've got it done. I'll try and show you that. When I first had it, before I had the dart stuff in there, the first way I had it, which broke, well, it didn't really break. I put a lot of extra stress on it. I had like a K26 in the stock spring in here, and that put a lot of stress on the piece, and it broke off. That's not the springs that I wanted to use, but if I did, I know how to fix that piece to where it would work. But yeah, so this has a perfect seal. This has a decent seal. It's really hard to do though. I don't know why. Just maybe because it's first gen. Yeah, I can't really keep my thumb on it, which is why. So yeah, it has a decent seal. But I'm gonna fire both of these off. I've got 4 Elite Darts here. You can see I just put an Elite Dart in. Here's another one. Stock Elite Darts. And then I've got 2 Steffens. Now, I do have 500 beige foam blanks coming in. So yay for that. I sent out a 2K to a guy yesterday for those, so fire it out of this. Hitting my wall with a lot of force. And those are flying really straight. Now I'll do 2 Elite Darts in the Firestrike. Oh, and I believe these are 6-inch barrels. They might be 5.5. No, I think they're 6. So I'll fire out of the Firestrike now. Around the same amount of force. I'm thinking the Firestrike's got a little bit more. And it's definitely much straighter. So I'll put the 2 Steffens and I'll fire 1 out of each. And these are really easy push fit Steffens. They're much smaller than CPVC, like, yeah, that's how loose they are. So they fire really well in certain blasters. Yeah, it might vacuum load. Oh yeah, vacuum loaded. It's not even in the barrel anymore. Wow. Okay, cool. Well, not really, so I might dart stop that too. Oh, no, that didn't shoot too well. And with a Firestrike. And that shot really straight, but still not as far. So yeah, that's it for those. And I could have fired out of this little Tech 3 turret I have, but I can't now. I think I already showed you guys the SMG Stampede that I've been working on. Still getting the dart piece in. I think I have one on its way. But I wanted to ask you guys a question about this. Jam door, as you guys can see, I've got it cut in the middle so that even if it's closed, you can still see in there. So I'm thinking about doing that with this LongShot, with the jam door that'll be in here. Now this is my personal LongShot. Started this puppy summer before last, so almost 2 years ago. And last spring break, I was still working on it, but I got sidetracked with a bunch of other projects and a couple of commissions. But today I got back to work on it, and what this is going to be is an internal priming with some metal bars going along the sides in there, basically right here, and putting a recon pump part on the front. So I got that done today, basically. You can't see it on there, but here it is. So yeah, I've got it all fitting really nice. Fits to the front. You can see that. And then if I slide it all the way back, it stops before. I'm trying to show you the other side. There we go. And prime back. So yeah. So now, honestly, all I have to do is get the metal bars. I'm going to sand everything down. I don't know if I'm going to be painting it right now. I might just wait till sometime in summer because I honestly have no ideas on what I'd want to do for a color scheme. But I'm also thinking of integrating either a Hornet tank or maybe a Panther tank. I'm not sure yet because I don't know if I want to stick one in here. I don't know where I'd put the pump because I want this to be a really clean looking blaster. I've seen long shots in the past that aren't too clean, and I don't want this to be, like out there, you know what I'm saying? I kind of want it to be simple and really well functioning. But yeah, so that's that. Hopefully this will be done very soon. I was also thinking of doing a bumblebee paint scheme. Let's slide this forward and then do that. So yeah, I think that'll be really comfortable when it's done. But yeah, everything's lining up really nice. I did have to take off the bottom of the gray pieces, and I cut this a really long time ago. I have the other piece in there, but I had to cut off the bottom so that it'll fit. So if I don't integrate like a Panther or Hornet right there, I'll probably put an LED flashlight or something like that, just for looks. But yeah, this video's already 9 minutes long. I really ramble a lot. Oh, so here's the bolt sled. I believe there's a stock spring, a Recon / Raider or whatever spring, and I think there's a Stampede spring in there as well. And this shot around 80 feet with streamlines. I think it did around 75 with hot glue dome streamlines. Very crappy hot glue dome streamlines. Hot glue reinforcing it down there. Pretty flush. I sanded that all down. And I do want to get some metal plates to put on the inside of here. But other than that, I still need to get the little nub out, even though I'll really only be using elite darts, and I need to cover up the air release hole. But you can see that the dart post is still in there. Yeah. So everything's honestly in working order. I fired it before I took it apart, and everything's working great, just how I left it. So yeah, Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.